Hi guys, it's been 4 years since our life-changing trip to Rythmia, and now just a couple of weeks since coming back from our second trip to Rythmia, which was so much different from the first trip, and we can't wait to share what's changed for us and at Rythmia in this video.
So guys, we went to Rythmia in 2019. The medicine, Mother Ayahuasca, called us all the way over to Costa Rica in the jungle to sit with her for 4 nights in a row. Now we got led to go to Rythmia Life Advancement Center, which is like a hotel, a retreat center. You stay for 7 nights. You have a beautiful room with air conditioning, and you go to the Maloka on 4 particular nights of the week to sit with the medicine, with the shamans that are very, very amazing, and they do beautiful, wonderful work, and they serve you the medicine. So we got led there 4 years ago, and our life completely changed when we went there and came back. On the way back on the plane, you might know us as the Pleiadian people, that couple from Australia that connect with the Pleiadians and remote view to off-planet starships. That's us. So we were on the way home on the plane, and the Pleiadians started talking to us. Because we had raised our vibration and shedded so much with the plant medicine through that modality, they were able to connect with us, and all of a sudden we're on the same radio station. And over the last 4 years, Awakening Education has been growing globally with the energy and support of Pachamama, Mother Ayahuasca, and recently, earlier this year, she called us back to Costa Rica to sit with her again. And Pete and I had to think about this and feel into it, but we knew that it was calling us, and we knew that we had to just follow the energy and that synchronicity. So we chuffed off to Costa Rica, and we're back. We're only back about 10 days. So we're only really like just coming kind of out of that space, because we had to travel so far overseas, and the integration process is a big process as well. So we're still unraveling as we speak.
So after having such a great experience the first time, when preparing for this time, there were some people coming back with reports saying, oh, have you heard about things at Rythmia? Maybe things have changed. Oh, I've heard negative reports, etc., etc. I mean, if you have 15,000 people go through the center, there is bound to be someone who is not going to be happy. And of course, for Roxy and I, we were thinking, gosh, I hope it's as memorable as it was last time for us. And for us, it was like going home. We really appreciated the system behind the medicine. So there's the shamans who create the beautiful safe space, who bless the medicine, who hold space during the whole ceremony, play the music, sing, and lovingly care to you, while you're going through your process. But behind it all, the magic of Rythmia is the education program that goes through helping people to get what they call the miracle, right? The real deep healing to make this life-changing. And what we found is that was as on point as ever. But this is the key that makes ayahuasca different from just doing it at someone's house in their backyard, or even some sort of other retreat type center who gets a traveling shaman in to do at worst 1 night. I would never recommend 1 night, or even sometimes people might have a 2-night experience and they think that they've done ayahuasca. And what I realized through going through Rythmia the second time is that the 4 nights are just so powerful. And with the power of the program helping you to go within, clarify your intention, work out where you're at, you can really get profound breakthroughs. Even though we had done it before and we were living the changes, we still got so much joy out of seeing the changes in other people, but we also found there were some new intentions, right?
Yeah, so the new intentions that Rythmia help you educate. So when you first start on the medicine journey, there's 3 intentions that they recommend, and they work They work, and you should probably follow them because they're so beautiful and they're so healing. So you're going to get a lot out of them, and that is, show me who I've become. So night one, you're going to see a replay of who you've become on the medicine. And that can be very hard for some people to understand that and see that, because it's like, oh, I treat people like that. Oh, I talk to myself like this. Oh, I behave like that. Ooh. And it's like confronting. So there's a lot of learnings and unraveling in this process when you set that intention. The second intention is merge me back with my soul at all costs. So a lot of people go through life between the ages of a baby into 10 years of age, and we have some sort of event that happens in our life. Some trauma, maybe an emotional situation that happens that no one gets a debrief on, and we split from our soul. So when we incarnate as a soul, we come in as a whole soul, and between these ages, we are often finding very much now, as we do these healings on other people, that there's fractures in people's souls. So the medicine helps to show where the soul split and how we can heal that. Night 3 intention is heal my heart. And that is where we show the heart, and a lot of people are in their head. So we realize that all of a sudden we go, oh my God, I was not in my heart, and my heart is like this thing. And for me, my heart was in a drought. It was a shadow. It was dark. It was cold. It was scary in my heart. And I'd put a big brick over the heart to stop myself from feeling any more trauma. So coming back, we kind of intertwine these intentions, and I had a soul merge. I also healed my heart more deeply, and we set the intention to recode our DNA. And the recoding of the DNA is an advanced level after you've done the first 3. And the recoding of the DNA is when you're ready to look at ancestral trauma, karmic entanglements from your ancestors, to clear them. And how we do this is we're looking at the emotion, we feel the emotion, normally it's coming through us, through our heart, and we're healing 7 generations forward and 7 generations behind. So there's a lot of energy and beautiful spirits that come into these medicine journeys in order to support the recoding of the DNA. And for Pete and I, night 1, this is exactly what we're working on. After night 1, we were kind of like, what else are we going to work on for the rest of the time? Because we've done so much work in this one ceremony in 6 hours. And for me, some ancestral karmic entanglements for me was suicide. So suicide in my family line. My father committed suicide, and I've committed suicide in past lifetimes. And so I had to go through and feel that pain in my heart, and then let it go, forgive and let go. And as I was purging these out, it was very, very soft and gentle in my heart. So it was crying. So it wasn't spewing, okay? It was more of a heartfelt recoding. There was the suicide, there was addiction to alcohol. My father also an alcoholic. And funnily enough, my past lifetime when I committed suicide, I drank myself to death. So you can see these patterns murmuring through past lives, not only for ourselves, but potentially for our family, for our mother or our father. Yeah,
I can agree certainly that this alcohol, I didn't realize such a big issue. I found in my family line as well, alcoholism weaving through it. Also, false beliefs that were sort of imbued into my brain and nervous system in and around poverty, in and around, of course, manifesting for myself in blocks towards abundance and success, and a lot of old patterns of suffer in silence, a lot of old patterns about how love is shown within the family, the expression of love or feeling love and giving love. And there were negative patterns sort of weaved in, and karmic entanglements that Mother Ayahuasca was showing were in my lineage for me to be able to clear out with Mother's sense of humor, with her guidance. There was a lot of psychedelics, there was a lot of moments of feeling connection and oneness with light beings and higher vibrational beings, which is what Roxy and I had learnt to incorporate into our life since going the first time. And certainly since the first time going to Rythmia 4 years ago, we have really developed a spiritual practice, which meant that we get ourselves into higher vibrational states quite regularly. So the support of our galactic family, the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, Andromedans, these higher vibrational beings, the angelic realms, of course, our spirit guides around us, guiding us through the decisions that we're making in our life, but helping us to overall be in a position where this time when we went back to Rythmia, even though before going in there we were like, oh my goodness, I wonder what's going to happen. It was really beautiful. Like, it was beautiful the first time, but I had things personally to heal from this lifetime in the here and now.
I did too.
Yeah. This time it was sort of more about how my, let's call it story or path, had intertwined with others around me and that lineage aspect.
Yeah. There's so much healing for us to do, so we highly recommend doing the medicine journey with Rythmia, because we found it so like home. From A to B, you were looked after every step of the way. Reception, at the cafe, in the meditation, in the breath work. Every morning there's yoga with a beautiful soul, bringing through happiness and gratitude, high vibration. You know, you go into the trenches when you do the medicine, and waking up to that smiling face at yoga every morning is just beautiful. And it's so inspirational to move you out of that and keep going on your journey. So that's why we recommend Rythmia, but because they do 4 nights in a row, some people mightn't crack, after night 1. So that's why we don't recommend just doing it as a one-off, right, ever. And their program, doing it 4 nights in a row, you're going to get so much transformation, because you've got to show up again, and you're going to think, how the hell am I going to go to medicine tonight? But the medicine journeys are always different. They're never going to be the same replay of exactly what you had the night before. So you've got to trust that. And like life, there's layers to this. There's layers, and we've been so conditioned to be in our head, to be so closed. So it's going to take a little bit of time to unravel these layers that you've been suppressing these emotions. That, remember guys, the emotional engine is your greatest tool. It's how you're going to connect not only with your own soul, but find the intelligence and the wisdom of this universe and keep moving and expanding in consciousness. So that's why we recommend Rythmia. We'll be back for sure. So for anyone that wants to have a feel into this, or maybe the medicine's been calling you, keep watching and hearing our channel. Go to our website, awakening.education. We'll be putting up an event potentially in the future for next year, and we will be going and be boots on the grounds, as people that you know, so you're not going on the journey alone. A lot of people don't have anyone to go with, and that's why we are offering this as a free service. So we'll just basically be there. We're not charging for this. We go, we do our own healing, but we're also sisters and brothers there and a familiar face to help you through the process in that week.
And of course, the friends who came with us on just this 10 days ago, more recent trip, had their breakthroughs, what's called by Rythmia as their miracles. That merging back with their soul, healing their heart, and people who have been stuck in their head for years, wanting to learn how to feel again. So keen, and we would just talk and discuss over breakfast how they went, what the medicine might be trying to show them, and the benefit of the debrief is huge. The ability to be able to talk through with someone what you were getting, what you were feeling, and kind of unpick what that meaning might be.
Join the dots.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Really, really beneficial.
Yeah.
So yes, we will be back next year, and certainly anyone who would be interested in joining a group with us and coming along, reach out to us via email. You'll be able to find us. We'll put your name on the list, and we look forward to having this wonderful experience with you. I had a friend recently say, well, why did you go back? If it was so good the first time, why did you go back? And for me, it's a little bit like a swim in the sea, one of my favorite things. I mean, if you live a long way from the ocean, you'll know this. You can never have too many swims in the sea. It's beautiful. Now, you might need to move permanently next to the sea so you can do it every single day. But when you go, you enjoy it, and it's like refresh and a reset, And certainly for Roxy and myself, we've come back from this trip, which is a big trip from Australia. We're talking 24 hours of travel. It was tough physically, but we're back here now feeling recharged, refreshed, more connected with ourselves, and guys, most importantly, more in balance. And it is that balance that leads your life to a state of ease. Because remember, if we're out of balance or out of ease, we can move to dis-ease at a mental level, a physical level, or at an emotional level. So this is the reset that we experienced.
You might also ask, like, why would you go back? And it's like, well, we went back because it's the real deal. It's a physical modality that gives us healing in a week. It's 1 week, and you have to give up control through this modality. So it teaches you to surrender. It's training you to surrender and go with the flow of the energy of the universe. We are not in control. So on the medicine, you're learning to navigate through not only that journey there, boots on the ground on the mattress there, but it's teaching us how to act outside in the real world, back in the matrix, to go with the flow of the energy. Look for the signs, the synchronicities. What is this energy flow trying to teach me right now? So everything that you're learning is magnified on the medicine, and then you take those learnings back into your life. And it teaches us time and time again to soften, be gentle, be kind, be loving in a whole nother level of consciousness and vibration. Something that you can't get from an energy healing session. Okay, so this is deep, deep healing work. And if you're looking to go, you're brave, you're courageous, but this is the real deal.
So hit the subscribe button so you can stay in contact with us. And every time we release a video, an update, and explore other ways in which the medicine has expressed out in our life over the last 4 years, we'll be able to stay in contact with you guys via that. And if this resonates with you, if you feel the call to explore, it's Rythmia Life Advancement Centre. We're Pete and Roxy from Australia. We're here to shine the light, to share this information, and to help humanity shift. There's so much darkness on the planet at the moment, but as the pendulum swings into the dark, what also we need to remember is it's going to swing the other way. It's going to swing into the light. And it's us light workers, those of you that are brave enough to want to do the work and be the best version of yourself, that we're really looking to connect with. So really hope you've enjoyed the video, guys, and we look forward to connecting soon. Bye.